Hi, welcome to episode 50, I want to say 58? Is it 58? Of the Yarnivore podcast? It is. I didn't write show notes this week because I didn't have time, and this will probably be a quick show. I recorded on Monday, so I don't have a whole bunch to talk about, and I have a dentist appointment this afternoon, so I have to be quick like a bunny about it. And I'm going to try and record a floss tube after this. And I bit my tongue. So, if I sound a little weird, it's because my tongue is sore. I apologize. I apologize to you for biting my own tongue. Anywho, what do I have? I have no finished objects. Go figure. I recorded on Monday. Why would I have a finished object? I do, however, have some serious work that I've done. So, in this gorgeous bag, I've been working on my boomerang, which is patterned by Steve of Dramatic Knits. I believe I'm using a 4mm needle. It might be 3.75. Honestly, it was whatever I grabbed that I thought it would work, because if I have to go hunting for a needle, sometimes it's not getting done. And this is on the Ophelia colorway. Whoop. There we go. There we go. The Ophelia colorway in the giant base by me, Knitter's Nightmare. There's my little dingly bit. So I have got about an inch to an inch and a half done. It's growing. I love the curl of it. So yeah, this is the Acid Trip stockinette version. Or no. Stockinette. Or garter. Garter? Wow. I'm having issues today. It's the knit on both sides, because I felt like it and I wanted that texture. I love the texture. I think I will do one where this is garter. I'll do one where it's stockinette, and I'm sure I'll love it just as much. But either way, that got worked on because it's perfect for watching stuff. The husband and I have been watching a cook's tour on Netflix. It's Anthony Bourdain, but it's like 2001, so it's super old. So much fun. Love me some Anthony Bourdain. And in my little baddie bag for the knit along, I'm doing with Knitting at Tiffany's, Tiffany and Erin. This is my second pair of socks. I have my little doodah from Schniffeltier, who's Tracy. I love these things. So I put the Afterthought heel in, and I think I'm a stripe and a half away from starting the toe ish. This is the original 3 colorway Knitter's Nightmare yarn in the baddie sock base. It is, of course, a Pokemon reference. And these are for my hubby. I'm using a 2.5mm needle, which is a US 1.5, because I didn't want to go down to zeros. I have this left. I am going to make them and then judge if I have enough for the heels. Now, I believe I do. With 400 yards, I can eke out a heel. I think I've done it before, so I'm pretty sure I can do it again, but it's yarn chicken, let me tell you. So hopefully I didn't make the cuff too long, and that is getting worked on sporadically. Again, this is for the stripy sock knit along for January and February that I am doing with Knitting at Tiffany's. Please feel free to post your pictures, all of your stripy sock finished pictures. It runs till the end of February. There is a chatter thread as well as a FO thread. Please post all your finished object pictures in the FO thread. If it's socks by Desert Vista Dye Works, Fiber Nymph Dye Works, Jinx Yarn, or myself, Knitter's Nightmare, in the self-striping, post them twice or post a second time and say this is for the second one, because you get 2 entries if you use any of those particular dyers. I will be figuring something out in February as far as the prize, but hey, I'm trying. I'm trying to stay on top of things, and I totally lost my phone. Oh, there it is. That's right. Let's just lose everything, including our minds. It's all good. It's all good. It's Friday. It's all good. Okay. The last thing that got a fair bit of work, is this the picture of it? This is the picture of it. Hey, look, I'm on top of it. This is the Beacon Hill cardigan. It is out of the book Cascadia. I have an e-copy of this book. Tracy from the Schnippeltier podcast, also known as the Passionate Spinner podcast, is also going to be doing this sweater. And it is for our Use Your Books knit along. So hashtag Use Your Books, KAL. And basically anything that comes from a book or a pamphlet that you own, be it ebooks or be it print books, those count. So say what book it's from, etc., and post away. There is a finished object post in my group, and there is a chatter thread if you want to talk about things or ask questions or just discuss with the group what you're doing. Now, you do have to be a member to win anything in my group. That is a general rule. Go figure. And I will be drawing quarterly prizes for that. Again, I don't know what it is yet. I will figure something out for you. Now, I have been hard at work on this. I am almost finished yet another skein. I think I added one, and this is another one. But I have this one ready to go, so it's all good. And I'm using Elizabeth Lavold's favorite wool, 100% Peruvian wool in the ox blood colorway. It's truer back here. I think it'll work with me. I'm a little washed out right now because it is winter and I'm not wearing concealer. But if it were summer, I would be much bronzer, in which case I would look better. But I'm going to only wear this in winter, so I don't really know what I'm doing. I'm trying to be as goth as possible. That's what I'm doing. It looks better when I'm not washed out, I assure you. So, last time I showed it to you, I had separated the sleeves. I have now done the 6 1/4 inches I need to before waist shaping. I have it on smaller needles. These are, what are these? I want to say 3.75? No, 4. Haya 4mm needles, US 6. So I have the 6 1/4 from the armpit to where I'm supposed to start waist shaping. Guess what? My waist does not go in, it goes poof. So I'm going to omit waist shaping, add hip shaping, and call it a day. That's the plan. That's what I want to do. I want it to be comfy. I don't want it to look fitted. And I think in order for it to look like this on me, I need it not to go in, and I need it to flare out considerably more because I got some junk in my trunk. So, not going to go in, going to flare out at the hips. And I have more than enough yarn to be able to do that. I am loving the pattern now that I've gotten quite used to it, and now that it's just solid in the pattern and I've hit the rhythm, I'm really enjoying it. Now, this being 100% wool and it's not superwash, that does mean I do have to moisturize my hands more when I'm knitting on this, but I'm okay with that. And I think it will be a wonderful spring-fall jacket for running errands and such. I don't know, what do you think? I find it humorous that the mountain range that they're talking about, I live right near. So, we've got the Olympic Mountains, the Cascade Mountains, and the Rocky Mountains all within this area of the world. So, excitement. So that is how far I've gotten on that. Ta-da. So that's my Use Your Books Cal. I haven't started on the hat. I want to, but I'm having this like total finish-itis moment where I don't want to start anything. I just want to work on what I have till it's done. So I'm riding this out because I could end up with a finished sweater because I have like 3 sweaters. I have this one, I have the winter wheat, which I haven't given up on, but it languishes away because the rows are so bloody long. I have the husband's hoodie, which I separated the arms. It's smooth sailing now. I don't know what's stopping me, except that I'm not wanting to work on it. And I think that's all for sweaters, maybe? No, I've got 2 more in serious timeout. I've got a pomme de pin, And I've got an Adrift, which is a lace weight shawl. Let's not even talk about that. I'm going to pretend it doesn't exist right now. La 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 la. Yeah, no. It doesn't exist. It doesn't exist. It's been in hibernation for over 2 years. What I should do is pull it out and figure out something else. Because I don't even think I want it anymore. Or maybe I want it, I don't know. I don't even know anymore. I need to think about it and decide if I want it or if I'm going to rip it out. Because either way, I could get those needles back and do something. So, which moves us into other topics. Okay. Now, remember how I said I was going to figure out something for the 1,000 subscribers in YouTube? Well, I have figured it out. And here is the summary of it. There is a skein of Harvest, which is one of my fall colorways, on Batty Sock, which is the 80/20 Superwash Merino Nylon. This is a very beautiful colorway. I really like it. A pair of 32-inch US 1 2.25 millimeter needles in the Caspian, which is my favorite, from Knit Picks. And a cute little Patents Croy sock book, because you don't actually need to use Croy to knit these. And they've got slippers, and they've got sockies, and I think everybody would enjoy it. So there's everything that's in there. A whole host of socks and slippers. So in order to enter your name for this, you have to go to the YouTube. You have to be subscribed to us via YouTube, and post a comment. It doesn't have to, you could say me please if you don't feel like posting anything serious. Otherwise, just post away on this episode. I will close it the second week of February. I will draw for the winner, and it can be international. I don't care. So let me just get out my thing so I can tell you an absolute date. I will be closing the thread the night before I podcast, because I'm going to have to do all the numbers and stuff. So 2 weeks is February 10th. February 10th I will be drawing. So you have until February 10th to put your name in for that. Now, if you don't care about shop updates, this is probably the time you're going to leave. I respect that. Have a great time. I will see you next week. If you're sticking around for shop updates, I will show you what is currently dry. There are a couple that have not dried and been reskeined yet, but that will be appearing. There is going to be a shop update Monday at 2 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. The first one is this, and it is on the yak base, which gives it this really cool kind of mottled effect. You see back here is really true to color. This is Assassin. We have this guy. Whoa, he's there, right there. That's where it's true. It's a very turquoisey aqua teal. Almost matches my hair. And this is Hardships Unnumbered. It is the companion to Dangers Untold. So we have Dangers Untold. This is Hardships Unnumbered, which is part of the Labyrinth series I'm doing. We have Le Renard dans la Neige in Sparkle. And we have it in an MCN, because guess what? I figured I'd bring luxury bases back. Phew! That is true to color right there. Which, of course, is this gorgeous tonally orange. There's some brown in there, some grays, and some whites. And lastly, but not leastly, on the Sparkle base, there is... I'm going to have to bring it up close here. There we go. It's Only Forever, which is inspired by the end of Labyrinth, where he changes from being a man into being the tawny barn owl that he is. I believe it's a tawny barn owl. I've watched it this many times. I believe that is the species of owl. But It's Only Forever is this colorway on white or sparkle, any of the white bases, and then on yak I did the same colorway, so it's gray with all of this colorway, and that one is going to be not long at all, so there'll be companion pieces too. Also appearing will be possibly Slime and Snails. It depends. I'm not 100% sold on that colorway. I may just keep it and think of something else. As the World Falls Down, And the first of a 12-month series run that I'm going to be doing based on each of the new moons. So each moon has a name. The first moon is in January, and it is called Wolf Moon. So Wolf Moon will be in this update. Next month is Snow Moon. So Snow Moon will be out for February, and then they won't reappear until the end of the year. And then I'll be doing sets. So either way, that's the plan. Those are going up on Monday. Like I said, I did a podcast on Monday, so there's not a lot to show this week, but I will be returning next Friday, so fear not. And I hope you have a great weekend and happy knitting.